In our field, being the automotive field, it can sometimes be this vicious cycle, and we just didn't like that. I didn't like that, and it was time for a change.
Through conversations with Ty, we really started formulating, you have a heart for people, but we really don't have a plan for development. As I got to know the general managers and closer with supervisors and getting closer with Ty, I love the definition of integrity. It really refers to the hull of a ship, meaning it looks like it can hold water or keep water away when it's on shore, but you don't know the integrity of that hull until it's pushed in the water. And so I came on board with Ty Bullard and the Bullard organization, and I saw, the closer that I got, I saw that there's so much integrity here, and the closer you get, the better it looks.
I knew he just couldn't come on board and start being the leadership guy. That doesn't work. I mean, you just can't come and be the leadership guy. So I knew he had to actually understand the nuts and bolts of our business. For about a year and a half, he got to learn the nuts and bolts of our business. He served in various roles and really got a perspective, gained a perspective for our business.
Service, customers, customers. This organization revolves around customer service, and that's what you have to do in order to be a player. In order to even stay in the game and survive, you have to be around customer service. But what we did 3 or 4 months ago is we pressed pause and said, wait a minute, we have all of this effort going towards our customers. How can we redirect some of that to the thing or to the biggest asset in the organization that affects those customers? And that's going to be through development and developing your people.
And it came down to of what did we want to be as a company, and I think we've always geared towards being a people company. And when I say people company, a place that's investing in people and serving people and really trying to develop people to their greatest potential. Not only because it's the right thing to do, and not only because it's what we're supposed to do, but also it's how you grow and it's how you become a company of the best. You got to have the best people if you want to be the best company.
The great companies say, give me talented people and let's invest and pour into them. And here's where they started and here's the goal for where that they end. And so that's what we're doing, is focusing on that employee's journey, that when you come on board, regardless of what your role is, from the front line all the way to the top, you are being poured into and developed, and there is a plan for you here.
One of the things we researched and we asked our people was, what are you not getting? What are we not doing? How are we not serving you? And the biggest thing that was answered repeatedly was feedback. We don't know how we're doing, good or bad. We don't know where we stand. We don't know what our career looks like. We don't know what the path is. We don't know, we're not clear on these things. And it was just clear as day to us of, we've got to develop a process, i.e. driven, to be able to provide feedback in a constructive, serving, humbled way.
And it was a process of about 2 to 3 weeks of refining that it made sense, that it was portable, that everyone in the organization could understand where we're headed. So the difference between vision and mission is where we're going in the future. Mission is what we're doing right now. So we wanted to press pause and say, let's look at the vision here. Where are we going? And it came down to 4 things. It was serve, develop, profit, and grow. And I firmly believe that if you serve your people well and you pour everything that you have into developing them, the other 2 things, the profit and the grow, comes as a default. And so we had to align what core values push that vision forward. And what we were able to do is just narrow it down through tough conversations of grit, respect, curiosity, ownership, creativity, authenticity, and generosity.
And we really all started to buy into this new process called Driven that's really just started to really take root and become the fabric of our company.
So when you come on board here now, there is a plan for your growth and your development. That it's not a, hey, I need 10 cars out of you this month, Johnny. It's, Johnny, what can we do to develop you personally and professionally? And that's what the Driven process is about. It's for everyone. Regardless of your role, your tenure here, you're going through this process. It's intentional, it's on purpose, and our plan is to move you forward.
We have put the focus behind it that it's going to take to make sure execution is flawless. And when I say flawless, it's not going to be flawless, but it's going to be executed, and it's not going to be retreated from.
Any organization you come into it, the odds of you standing out or getting noticed or knowing your story or what your journey is or what your talents are slim to none. So what we've said is when someone comes on board through our driven process, how do you identify those high potential folks and then put them on a different track so that whenever you grow in a healthy way. It's not just you're good at sales, you're the next sales manager. No, you're good at sales and leading people, and we know that from our process. One of the beautiful things about the driven process is that, let's just go back in time a short 8 or 9 months ago. If you were really good at your position, who knew about it? And let's be honest, your supervisor and the people that closely worked around your circle. And so with the driven process, we're able to identify those champions who might not have ever been noticed. You're incredible at porting cars out in the front, or you're incredible at porting cars in the back or in the wash bay. Now we can identify who those people are, and the whole organization rally around that person and said, that's what excellent looks like. That's pushing the vision forward. That's what I want. So that's what we're going after. We're going to celebrate everybody.
We weren't the best. We were good, and we were doing good things, and we had some good processes, and we were certainly felt like we were doing the best we could, but we came to a realization that we weren't the best. We've always been a company that wants to be the best at what we do. And if you're going to do something, I think my grandfather said, if you're going to do something, be the best or get out.
Joe Bullard is a sweet spot of an established organization, but with a heart for change and a heart for people. So it's the perfect combination of not the risky startup, and it's not the Fortune 500 where you're just lost in the sea of people. It's an organization where they can say, hey, Kevin Dean, you're gifted at leadership and training and development. So here's your new role, and you're going to do it. We've never had it before. We're going to create a position for you. That's a company I want to be a part of that doesn't sit back and say, well, we've always done it this way, but they're going, what's the best way? And we're going after that.